Oh, God. All right.
The first word in this.
All right. Are we ready to begin?
Sure.
You are villains. Running under the name The Studio, you are a quartet, well, now a trio, of longtime friends and highly specialized international criminals. Over the last 9 years, your group has gradually increased in worldwide renown for pulling off high-profile jobs for the precious few in the underworld who can afford your exponentially climbing fees. From stealing diamonds to assassinating the seemingly invincible, you've entranced the world with an image of glamorous depravity, rising to nearly the level of celebrities, save that you've ensured that your original identities are closely guarded.
Our run fair identity.
Now you find yourselves at a crossroads. You've just returned from the funeral of one of your former fifth member in Santiago, Chile. His death...
R.I.P. Devin.
Just you wait. His death has forced each of you to wonder for the first time in your life if you really want to die as criminals. One moment, he was practically a king of the world. The next, you were burying him in an unmarked grave beside the church where he posed as a priest for years.
Posed.
R.I.P. Devin. Knowing that if he were identified, every power-logged snake and innocent bystander the studio had ever screwed over wouldn't miss a beat to desecrate his grave and memory.
Alright.
You know you're nearing a peak. The defining moments of your legacy are the decisions you make right now. And that's why you're here. Sitting in your shared penthouse in Venice, under the skeptical smirk of Dennis. Yeah, it's just Dennis. Your remote tech guy and client liaison. He finds it hard to believe, he gladly informs you, though you distinctly remember not asking, that the studio is taking on such an altruistic job. But you have too much to lose if you die mocked and hated, or worse, deliberately forgotten. Alright, would you like to introduce yourselves?
Okay, so I am Toby Decided, and
To be decided, okay.
I am definitely the brains of this operation. I read entirely too much, especially of the fantasy genre, and I can talk my way out of a lot of situations.
Okay. What are some of your skills?
So I am really good at reading things fast, which means that I know a lot about a decent amount of things. And I'm also pretty good at, especially when I'm alone, avoiding conflict. And if conflict does start, I just step away. And, you know, I'm also really good at not finishing lists.
Okay. Excellent. Alright, how about your fears?
I am afraid of heights and finishing lists.
It never stops. Okay. Okay. And what's the most important thing to you that you just can't afford to lose?
I cannot afford to lose my library of a vast array of books, but especially the fantasy section of this library.
So, let's see, Cydne.
I'm sorry, I'm Ren Fair.
Okay, tell us about yourself, Ren Fair.
I am the knight that serves my liege, Toby Decided.
I'm the one that does all the talking, obviously.
Yes, I hate this. I'm so uncomfortable right now.
Alright, you're doing great. Keep going.
I appreciate the feedback. I'm good at fighting, getting through doors by whatever means possible. I'm really good at polishing armor.
Okay. Expand upon that a little bit. Why you like polishing armor? I mean, how do you encounter armor so much?
Some people call me a cosplayer, but I disagree with that. It's just a way of life.
Oh,
this is who
okay.
I am.
Yes.
That's fair.
We are professional LARPers and Renaissance fair workers.
See, I feel like it's even more real than that. But, you know, whatever it takes to get people to understand understand it.
You know, I'm glad that you're fighting for awareness in this advanced year of 2005. People are very open to that.
No, people are actually very small-minded,
Oh, okay.
and so that's what I'm fighting for.
Oh, good. I'm glad. And fighting is one of the things you're good at. A LARPer worth fighting for.
A LARPer worth fighting.
Oh God. Okay. What are you afraid of, Ren?
Clowns and beady-eyed birds.
Of course. Why not? Well, okay. As an individual, very, very connected to the Renaissance lifestyle. There's a lot of clowns typically at like the Renaissance fair and everything. Is that a problem for you?
It's a safe space.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No. You know what? That's good. That's fine. I'm not gonna push it too far.
No Pennywise gonna sneak up on me.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you float too?
Get out.
All right, Ren. What's
Yes.
important to you? What can't you afford to lose?
My sword, but I can't let you know the history behind it.
You like swords in general, yes.
Yes.
And this sword has. Oh God, please forget. I was gonna ask what kind of sword you have.
A sharp one.
Oh my God, you said shark engravings on it?
I said sharp, but now the handles are sharp.
I can't believe this. This has been like this entire night for me.
God.
Okay, your sharp shark.
My sharp shark sword, yes.
Shark.
How big is your sword?
Oh, it's girthy.
Centimeters. You need centimeters. We're in Europe.
Can you send a picture of it next to a banana for reference?
Oh, it doesn't even fit in frame.
So,
Yes, we were talking about my sword.
is this a two-handed sword or a one-handed sword?
It's a one-handed. I have to have another free hand for various activities.
Right. You need to have your hand
You
on your
can't talk
sword.
about those.
I didn't say what they were. I could be eating
Good.
cheese puffs.
We still can't talk
That's
about
the
that.
way to do it.
One side of her belt's a scabbard, the other side's a tub of cheese puffs, disguised as like a cask of ale.
Oh my God.
Love her cheese puffs.
You know those St. Bernards that do rescue missions?
But the rescue things, they have like the
They have the little like the tiny barrel on their throat or like
Yeah.
around their neck. You just have one of those strapped to your side. You flip it open and it's got cheese. But
Got a
it's
fanny
like
pack full of cheese.
it's like it's the hot Cheetos.
Gross. I have to be more metal than my food.
I have to be more metal.
Don't hug me.
Okay.
Only I am allowed to touch.
Oh.
No, it's not like that.
Oh no, it's not like that.
It's very not.
I like dudes. And they like me.
And I don't like dudes.
Do they like your sword?
Oh, they love my sword. Sometimes they scream when they see it.
All right.
Yeah.
Tell us about yourself. What's your name? Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Barnell.
Edit that out.
How do you spell that?
BARNELLE.
Okay. Just flip it. Okay. Sure. Alright, what are you good at?
I'm good at dancing. I'm really good at dancing.
What kind of dancing?
Any kind you want, baby. And on that note, I'm also good at flirting.
Also good at segues.
Wait, also good at what?
All kinds of segues.
We have too many
Transitions
segues in this fucking penthouse.
Yeah.
Too many.
She's literally like, you had to install ramps everywhere. Like, you have this sunken living room, but you need a ramp to get into it. She's like gliding down on the Segway. She's like, on that note, look at my Segway.
And on that note, I also have a laugh.
Oh,
But-
yeah. Okay.
Is that what I heard in the middle of the night? I thought that was just a nightmare.
I thought that was like desperate screaming, but was it? Oh, it was after. It was after that. Okay.
Wait, what kind of desperate screaming?
Oh no! I told you how many times you can't do this in this city.
We can't get caught.
I'm afraid of the dark and I'm afraid of insects.
What's really important to you? What can't you lose?
I cannot lose my games.
Your games.
My games.
What do your games consist of? These games you play?
I actually forgot for a second.
They're games I watch.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What kind of games are these? What do they consist of?
Are they dice games? Are they role-playing games?
Oh no, those are my games. Okay,
Okay.
sorry. You
Sorry.
were saying
So
your
so
games.
who plays in these games?
Well, I would play in these games, but I don't enjoy playing very much. I much prefer watching.
Okay.
I know a lot of the players.
Oh,
but
really? So your friends, like, they ever lose? Like, how do they cope with losing these games?
I mean,
They
Let's
don't really
just
mind.
say,
They're not there.
yeah, let's just
Yeah,
say there isn't an
it's not
opportunity.
really like something that like crosses their mind anymore afterwards.
Oh.
Like, it's not really that relevant.
They're
Like,
just a shell of their former selves? Empty, hollow shell?
Yes.
yeah,
Oh,
you
okay.
could say that.
Alright.
It's
Okay.
not- It's kind of soul crushing at first.
Oh, okay. So I'm guessing this is very like, there's a lot at stake in these games, if they're...
Yeah,
You could say that.
you could say that. Yeah, very competitive.
Like, they put their
But-
whole life into the game?
Yeah. Yeah, you could say that.
Okay. Alright. Okay.
Do they act as though it's life or death? Like, do they really take it that seriously?
You'd be surprised.
No one leave me alone in a room with her. Okay.
Okay,
Alright.
continue.
Okay, it's good to meet you all. So as you're sitting here in your penthouse, Dennis runs over the details of the mission. And it sounds so much like heroes' work, you start to feel kind of uncomfortable. The rundown is that Alzheimer's disease affects millions across the world, costs families billions of dollars each year in treatments. It's really devastating. But recently, a group of researchers based in the Netherlands have been working for 25 years on what may be a cure. But after a press release announcing that they were likely only a matter of months away from the experimental trial, the lab was bought out by the powerful and, well, unsurprisingly greedy pharmaceutical syndicate, Ameriwell. And trust me, it was really hard to find a name that started with Amera that was not already... Ameriwell is apparently something, but like everything was like an insurance. I was like Amera Life, Amera Health, like it was just everything. Amera, like America, just without the CA. And then well.
Marowell.
Ameriwell. So Ameriwell plans to control the manufacture and distribution of the Alzheimer's cure, but disproportionately hiking up the price, particularly in the US, and making it prohibitively expensive for those of lower income. A number of the researchers, though, don't agree with this and have reached out to Dennis's contacts, since he's usually the one responsible for finding jobs, and they said they want to leak the cure and the research required to fully develop it to the World Health Organization. But they can't do it alone. Ameriwell very strictly monitors them and is very powerful, has contacts in local law enforcement and in government, so they can manipulate the people very well. So what they need from the studio is just for you to meet with one of their researchers who will give you samples of the prototype trial drug, and then the information needed to infiltrate the lab's computer systems. At that point, you will use the instructions to remotely access the computer systems of the lab and send them to the WHO through email, because we're high tech like that, because this is 2005.
To WHO.
Yeah. To the WHO. But make sure you send them to the right WHO, because if you just type in the WHO at yahoo.com, Roger Daltrey is not going to develop this cure. The lab is based in Amsterdam. So you all need to pack and get ready to leave for there. I like how it all started with you like everyone just had kind of interesting characters, but then you said I wanted a sword, and I said
You have to cosplay.
You can have a sword and bring it with you on the condition that you're a cosplayer, and that's how it all started.
I'm not even sorry.
I'm not sorry either. This is the one thing I have regretted least in my entire life. So, Ren,
You would know.
So as a Renaissance man, really.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like, do you wear a lot of leather? I feel like that was very good
As
period
often as I
clothing.
can.
Oh, okay, yeah. So.
And as
So,
I don't think the record got that, so I said as little as I can to clarify.
And let it be known for the record that DM is covering her mouth and sort of face palming.
I mean, I think that's kind of been the entire time here. Like, can you I notice you have some extra background info there.
Oh, you mean my dating profile?
Or your dating profile?
Wait, were dating profiles a thing in 2005?
Yeah.
On my eHarmony.
On Christian Mingle. Christian. I see you have a Christian Mingle tab open. Why don't you read it to us?
Because Christianity is so big in the Renaissance fairs.
Yeah.
That's where you pick up all the babes. Okay, yeah. So I could really get your all's feedback on my profile.
Okay, yeah.
So just be
Especially
careful to
because
not get.
We know you are a man of very few words.
Just be careful to not get too turned on, ladies.
Oh, okay. Could all be sword fighters. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I am the knight that serves Lord Toby Decided. I'm the guardian of cats, lover of cheese puffs, and other things.
Oh.
My Renaissance name is Kark. Armed with my sword, I'm searching for the perfect squire to accompany me on my adventures, wherever they may lead.
Oh, how romantic. You know what? I think you are going to get all the squires out there. They're going to be
angry.